do we want to follow this slavishly, or do we want to just make a new shape? Because this is different than that. Do we care?
I think so, as long as it looks cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's see what we like about that and see if we need to apply it to this thing.
Okay.
Where we're at now.
Okay. Well, it's not going to take us very long to fill in the bottom edge. Now, one rule about the bottom edge is it should come and then go down.
That way it's not ribbon thin.
It's not ribbon thin. We need it about at least 3/4 of an inch high.
So I'll be working on the base tonight, getting this sorted out, fleshed out, and we're actually going to get a scratch coat of Pal Tiya on it before the evening's over.
So, grip, probably along that whole thing. Grip the whole thing, both sides. Then, when you put it against your chest, you open it up. See? Make sure you got a good grip. Hold it against your chest. Open.
Gotcha, you're not doing the whole thing at once, because that'll bind
Yeah,
it.
that means you have to unpick it. And so now, you got a piece of leather. Now, keep it really crinkly, because we're going to need this to stretch a lot. So shrink it to about there. So that full sheet get pretty small. Like that.
And what is the leathering for?
The leathering is so that when we want to smooth this surface out, this needs to float across a three-dimensional surface. And you can't really make anything bigger than about that size, because it'll cool down faster than you can put it on. So this is heavily crinkled. Now I'm going to clean up this. I'm betting the camera can see this. This is ugly. You can't even see what's going on. So hot glue, we drizzle past the edges. This has to be done really fast. Like this, all the way past all the edges, and put it on. There. And now that area is clean, but I can still pound it because it was crinkly. It'll fold as I compress it. So now that's neat.
And that fills in all of this cracks and things, so we can actually see what the final shape is.
Yeah. And we can continue to puff on top of it, but it's nice to every once in a while leather the whole thing and get a look.
What does the fork do?
A fork gives you a raked surface. You can see how it's adding grayness into. See, this is just a mess, right? But if you do this, it makes the surface denser and easier to read. I'm also correcting the microscopic dents and raises on the surface, a little bit at a time. This thing will roll a large surface, but it won't handle the little tiny corrections that need to be made. So that wobble is wrong. Wobble wrong. Go, 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 go.
I feel like it's just because this area is still dipping quite heavily.
It's,
Like
this has to go wide.
Yeah, so this is
This is
really,
good.
really nice.
That's
but
nice.
then from about here,
It has,
it's
right.
such a low impression.
it actually has to swell outward
Yeah.
to
So
keep in line with that.
yeah, so I think that adding,
I agree. Let's add more then.
especially considering all the other curves have like quite a wide swoopy swoop.
You have to figure out what the pitch is, determine that. Now wait, if the size goes up, we might be raising it that high, right?
Yeah, so let's chuck
Let's
this on the ground and
decide.
just
Yeah,
have a see
you're
if
right,
we're at the right
ground
height.
first. So he's going that way, right?
Yeah, so upright a little bit more like this.
Yep.
And then canted somewhere in there.
Okay.
Or is it the other way?
Um,
No, it is that way, because
yeah,
this is the
yeah.
highest point.
So put the disc on and we'll know how flat it is. There. And that's where it's gonna sit.
Okay, so it is, this side has to come up a little bit. Now, disc would be about here, which is
Yes.
about that tabletop height,
Uh-huh.
which is, I believe, about the meter we were looking at. So if we wanted a meter, it would be up this high,
Right.
but I think that's pretty good.
I think that's close enough. Now, visually, is it a good balance? Because what we don't want is 3 uniform shapes of volume. You don't want a fat next to a fat next to a fat.
Yep.
You want a small, medium, large.
You will have a giant turtle head coming out this side.
Thin.
Giant fin down low on this side. Or no, this one's the high fin.
Yeah.
So this one will be up high.
Uh-huh.
And then the other fin would be down low.
So the other thing is that when you're looking at it from the angle that you guys are looking at it, it looks quite fat. But then once you, because I'm just looking at it on the phone, once you actually like look at it from above, the swoopingness does look like the base is actually quite thin all the way around, which is actually quite cool. No, like in a good way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a swooping motion. And it actually looks like there's some motion to it, which is quite cool. Whereas like the base down here does look quite massive.
Okay.
I don't know, I think maybe
What do you
just
think?
looking at it from back here, I'll come back here with the phone.
You think it should go a little higher?
I think it needs to go higher.
I think it actually should go that high.
Maybe,
Just
yeah,
continue
maybe,
all the lines up.
yeah. Because Kim, go have a look at it from out the door.
Okay. Yeah, that's short and squat.
Yeah, so all the details basically people would have to see at the angle I'm sitting at.
Yeah, it looks,
Versus
essentially we've
if
got
we
a,
go up this high, that too much.
better. Ah, so that you go up that high. I like that better. So we're going up almost a handspan.
Yep.
I would agree, because it's just too massive and it's the same mass as the shell.
Yeah, and so we basically, like you said, keep those lines coming
Yep.
straight up.
Yep.
And then this will
cant
get
it.
thinner, which will be kind of cool.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, we are pretty close to our final shape, right?
I think we are.
I think our scratch coat's gonna kind of refine a little bit more, but
Yes, the scratch coat will refine it more.
it's a windy tree trunk.
Yeah.
Thing is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's your little Pal Tiya dome that's been cast into
A Christmas ball.
half of a bubble.
Yep.
It's just great.
It's getting us a nice, smooth, it's nice upward turn. Yeah, that got bigger. And it needed to. That base was just too fat.
Imagining turtle butt and fins. That is the height of our happy little bird bath.
I almost wish that top was going narrower, but I don't think it should, because I think
Well, once we do this,
yeah, let me hold those in place. Actually, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. Yes. That, there's a line here that's not working for me.
Yeah.
Try and make that swing out there. How's that? Does that work?
Yep, that gives us more of that twist.
Yeah. Like in like that. And I don't even mind a ledge in there if we have to do it. Because it's just a shape, man. Oh, wow. Well, it is. It's such a nice shape.
Oh yeah, we got plenty here.
Yay.
Yay!
Beautiful. Oh,
Good.
that back line that we were worried about is very resolved.
Yay!
Oh, whew, tell me about it.
So we want to refine these edges while we can still move things. But we're going to quickly run into needing to scratch the scratch coat. But we don't want to lose the form we have underneath the foil. And we don't want to make wiggly lines like what I've got going here. Keep rubbing it till it's pretty.
Make it nice and smooth. Brilliant. This is
Crisp
such a
up
good job.
those lines.
Oh my God, this is so nice already. I don't even know why I'm doing this. This is absolutely unnecessary.
Because you can.
Because I can.
Because the next step is to fork it.
Okay, yes. Get a scratch coat on this. And this should
So
be
satisfying.
second is I need to key, and we try always to go with the lines of flow. However, we don't have to do longs. We can literally do this. Tap, 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 tap. And yeah, as long as they are genuinely going in the right direction, that's a scratch coat.
And what does the scratch coat do?
It means that the next coat that goes on top of this keys into it aggressively, and it won't fall off because this shape of key, which is a very sawtooth, no force can be applied that would allow it to come out of those grooves because they have a flat bottom and vertical sides. It's the perfect shape.
You're mechanically bonding these things together.
Yes. Get them as deep as you can. You know, you can almost pierce all the way through and you would be fine because this is going to fill back in with a coat that goes on top of it.
This also gives us a chance to smooth out any large bumps or whatever cross-hatching style.
Actually, like this.
Yep.
So you're
Just
using
deeper.
the tines, use the flat of the fork. Yeah, like that. Yeah, but short strokes like this. Nope. Like that. Yeah, like that. Now do.
Especially because this is a lighter color Pal Tiya than normal stuff.
Yeah. Because we all start crowding into the last bit.
It's time to fight.
What I know is it was essentially 2/3 of a bag.
Cool.
So that tells me another 2/3 of a bag will complete it.
So gently wet the surface and then put plastic on it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We definitely don't want to soak the surface. We just want moisture to be brought in.
I will wrap it in towels tomorrow.